Hi, Tile from Infidelity here. Today we're going to talk about the Audio Technica ATH A2000Z. This is a full-size sealed headphone from Audio Technica. It sells for $649. This is a series of headphones from Audio Technica with these 3D wing headband mechanism that there's a variety of these and many of them have wood coverings on the outside. In this case there's a titanium shell around the outside of the ear capsule. And historically I found these headphones to have two essentially fatal flaws. One is that they were very hard to get sealed on your head correctly. There's no tilting adjustment in the earpieces, so it really has to fit exactly right on your head with the ear pads aligned vertically for your head, or it doesn't seal properly. And in the past I've always had to do lots of bending around to the headband to get them to fit on my head or onto my measurement head, and for whatever reason these seem to fit quite a bit better. I don't have any other versions of these models in-house to compare exactly, but for whatever reason these do seem to fit quite a bit better than past models. And the other issue I've had with these headphones in the past is lack of bass response. They were all too bright sounding for me by quite a good margin. So I've never liked this model or these models of headphones from Audio Technica with the 3D wing support. But this headphone ends up being a little bit different in that I found it to be tonally quite close, quite good to neutral. I'll get to that in a moment. We're gonna take a quick look at the headphones. As I said, these have a titanium ear cup shells. The ear pads are artificial synthetic material, some sort of a reasonably nice protein leather. The cushions, I'm not sure that they're memory foam. They seem a little too reboundy, but maybe they are. At any rate, they were surprisingly comfortable this time around, so that's cool. The cables are not detachable. It comes with a 3-meter long cord terminated in a 1/4-inch plug that it has a integral adapter for the 3.5 millimeter tip ring sleeve plug. So in terms of sound quality, as I said, they're fairly close to neutral, but they appear to be a little U-shaped, a little exciting sounding, because the bass, while it has a little bit of emphasis, also has a little bit of distortion, and as a consequence it draws a little bit of attention to it. It's not really that big an issue, but it's there, and the treble is a little peaky and sharp and grainy sounding. The impulse response shows quite a bit of noise on the impulse, and it's definitely audible to me. So while it's fairly close to being on target, it also is somewhat attention grabbing, and cymbals don't really sound quite natural. They sound like they have this overlay of tss, 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 tss on them, and that grabs your attention. So while they're sort of close to neutral, the treble is also somewhat attention grabbing. And as a result, and in terms of accessories, there's the box. That's it. There's no carry case or anything else. The cables aren't replaceable. It seems to me a lot of money to spend on a headphone with just okay performance. The thing is that it's much better than previous versions of Audio Technica 3D Wing headphones that I've heard, and it's quite encouraging to me in that regard. I think that if Audio-Technica goes back to wood or something other than this titanium, and because I think it's probably causing some resonances. There's also a magnesium cast baffle plate and housing for the driver. And I've seen some comments on the web that it seemed to indicate that there may be a bunch of mechanical resonances going on there, and certainly in measurements it shows that there's quite a bit of extraneous noise and kind of garbage. But my point is that, and the reason why I bothered reviewing this headphone is that I think Audio-Technica is moving in a good direction. So I applaud them for that. This is an okay headphone, and if you're an Audio-Technica fan and like previous models of these headphones, you may actually enjoy this headphone quite a bit. Although I think there are better options. So I'm not recommending this headphone, but I do think it's newsworthy in that Audio-Technica is moving in the right direction with this line, and I'm really happy to see that. So no, I don't recommend this headphone, but yes, I do think Audio-Technica is making moves in the right direction, and I hope they keep working on it, because previously I thought there wasn't much hope for this line of headphones, and now I may have to eat my words. I think maybe they're going to get it to the point where it's pretty cool. We'll see. Anyway, it certainly is worth a listen if you have a chance, because it's an interesting headphone, and it's quite a bit better than the previous versions of this model, in my opinion. And I hope you get a chance to hear one soon. We'll see you guys next time.